Hey guys, welcome back. So, I want to talk about the real twin flame journey. What the real twin flame journey is, what happens, and everything else. Just because of this, I see a lot of things out there which says the twin flames journey is about finding somebody that you're with. Wrong. The twin flame journey is a romantic relationship. Wrong. And the twin flame journey is about finding your life partner. Wrong. I could keep going down the list as to what the twin flame journey is not. There's only one explanation for what the real twin flame journey is. It is about you, your lower self, coming into union with your higher self. That is what the twin flame journey is. Yes, you will meet somebody that you have this magnetic connection to. But that magnetic connection really isn't towards that person. And spirit will allow that person in your life and to keep coming back into your life until you learn that you deserve better, until you learn the lessons that spirit is wanting you to learn. When you no longer settle for third party relationships, when you no longer settle for people that treat you like shit, when you no longer settle for somebody that you can't even talk to, when you decide that you are willing to go inside of you and love you, that's when you find out who the real twin flame journey is about. It's not about you and this other person. It is all about you coming in to union with your higher self. I don't care what the internet says out there. I don't care what these people tell you out there. I don't care any of this or that or blah, 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 blah. It is about you coming in to union with your higher self. You loving you. You knowing what you will and won't stand for anymore. See, because this is the thing. Once you love yourself enough to know that you're no longer going to settle for third-party relationships. You're no longer going to settle for somebody that treats you like crap. You're no longer going to settle for this, that, and the other thing. That's when you finally wake up and you realize that this journey that you have been on hasn't been about the other person at all. It's about you not settling. You loving you. You figuring out that that divine love is within you. All that love you felt, all that connection you felt, everything you felt was actually coming from within you. Your higher self. That's what that's all about. You know, a lot of people think that the twin flame journey is a very romantic journey, and it's not, to say the least. Spirit will allow that person in your life and allow that person to keep treating you like crap, to keep putting you through third party situations, to keep putting you through just shit that you no longer want to deal with until you get the courage to walk away and not go back. See, because this is the thing. The universe will always test you. Always. Will always test you to figure out if you're ready to move on to the next step or not. If you are ready to move on and raise your vibration, the universe will always test you first. And if you go back to that, then you're not ready. If you don't have enough love within yourself to know what you deserve, to know what you want, and know how you'll be treated, then you're not ready. And so you will keep repeating the same cycles until you are ready, until you walk away from what you don't deserve, what you don't want. See, because once you walk away from that, you're telling the universe, no, I'm no longer settling for breadcrumbs. I'm no longer settling for chaste love. See, because this is the thing, chaste love isn't love. If you have to chase somebody, know for a fact that is not love. If you have to chase somebody, why would you have to chase somebody that says they love you? Why would you have to chase somebody that wants to be with you? Why would you have to chase somebody that says they want to spend time with you? See, that's the thing. Many women are so hell-bent on, oh, he loves me. Well, if he loved you, he wouldn't do the shit that he does. No, he's there out of convenience. There's a difference between love and convenience. And a lot of women haven't opened their eyes to see that yet. It's about finding that love within you. And once you find that love within you, you are no longer going to settle for what you don't deserve. You are no longer going to settle for breadcrumbs. You are no longer going to settle for crap. See, because we all go through these life lessons, and it's whether or not you're willing to wake up and see those lessons. It's whether or not you're willing to wake up and see those cycles, because that's exactly what they are. They are cycles. They are the same cycles happening to you, either just in different ways, with different faces, or stuff like that. So that's what you need to come to learn. You are in different cycles. No, you're in the same cycle, just different faces. Same cycle, just different places, basically. And until you walk away and not go back, you're constantly going to be there. You're constantly going to stay in that lower vibrational state. See, because you have to be willing to find that love within yourself. See, because when you come into contact with a so-called said twin flame, you feel this magnetic pull and you feel this love that you have never felt before. But that love isn't coming from that person. That love is coming from you, from within your higher self. So it's all about the journey of you connecting with you, your higher self. It's all about the journey of you walking down that path of who you truly are. You finding who you truly are inside. Because you can only love somebody as much as you love yourself. And somebody can only love you as much as you love yourself. So if you have no self-respect for yourself, if you don't love yourself, if you're willing to sit there and let somebody treat you like crap, that's what spirit is going to keep bringing you. That's what the universe is going to keep bringing you. Until you no longer settle, that's what you're going to keep getting. You have to be willing to walk away and stay away and not go back at all. Sorry, my nose is itching. But the twin flame journey isn't a romantic journey, to say the least. Not at all. Not one bit. It's somebody coming in your life and you feeling this connection towards them and you thinking it's towards them, but it's really not towards them. That person is just there to teach you a lesson on what you deserve and what you don't deserve. That's what that person is there for. And until you realize that, you're going to remain in those cycles. You have to learn to fill your own cup up. You have to love you. And once you truly love you're no longer going to sit there and deal with unnecessary bullshit that you don't need to deal with. See, because along this journey, you come to find out that you don't need somebody else to love you. When you truly love yourself, you're not out here looking for that. You don't need to be codependent on somebody. Most people get in a relationship out of codependency. If you notice, that's what they get into a relationship for, is out of codependency. It's not out of love. It's out of codependency. See, because once you truly love yourself, you're no longer willing to settle. No, let me get this straight. There's nobody out there that's perfect. For one. For two, forgiveness is key. But for three, you have to be willing to know that chase love isn't love. You have to be willing to know that cheating isn't love. You have to be willing to know the difference between those things. And you have to have an open mind about the situation. You can't just come into a situation with a closed mind. See, and I think that's another reason why the universe, God, spirit, whatever you want to call it, picks certain people to walk the twin flame path, is because spirit, God, the universe knows that that person has an open mind, knows that that person is willing to change their perception of things, knows that once this person starts walking the path, that person is going to learn those lessons. I believe that's why certain people get chosen to walk these paths. And I believe that the people that do get chosen to walk these paths are to come forward and are to put the information out for the other people. So when their time comes to walk these paths, they will have information out there to help them. See, because everybody on the twin flame path, I have learned, turns to tarot readings. Why? Because that is the only place, spiritual place, that talks about it. Well, the twin flame journey is actually the path to enlightenment. That's what it is. It's not about you falling in love with somebody else. It's about you falling in love with yourself. You falling in love with your higher self. That's what it is. So I don't care how many twin flames out there say that they are with their twin flame or this or that or this or that. Well, you know what? They may be with that person that they had that connection towards. But this is the thing. They ultimately didn't learn their lessons. They ultimately didn't come into union with their higher self. I don't know, maybe they did. Now that I think about it more, now that I really do think about it more, maybe they did come into contact with their higher selves. Just for the simple fact that if you are with this person on your twin flame journey and you're not settling for less, and that person that you met along your twin flame path either steps up and knocks the bullshit off they was doing, or they lose you. So maybe both of you had a path to enlightenment that you had to follow. You get what I'm saying? So maybe both of you was on the twin flame journey, and maybe both of you had to go along on the road to enlightenment. I never really thought about it like that before. But ultimately, it doesn't matter because it's all about you coming into union with who you truly are. See, because when you come into union with your higher self, you're no longer that person that you used to be. You're no longer that person that used to deal with certain things. You're no longer that person that used to care what people think about you. You're no longer that person that used to go out partying. You're no longer that person that used to do this or that or this or that. I'm not saying you don't have fun. I'm just saying you're no longer into doing toxic, low vibrational things. So you ultimately try to stay away from that. And you try to help others along the path so that they can wake up and they would have the journey to this path. Yeah, that's what it's all about, is you coming into union with your higher self. You coming into union with your true self. You coming into union with the God in you. See, because the twin flame journey, when you feel this magnetic pull, and when you feel that love, it's unlike anything you've ever felt before. It brings out a side of you that you've never felt before. But you have to be willing to learn those lessons and to walk away. You have to be willing to step inside yourself and say, hey, this isn't me. This isn't what I'm settling for. And I'm no longer doing third-party situations. I'm no longer doing these type of relationships. So I will tell you this, though, that the twin flame journey is a hard journey. And it don't just come and go like that. You are constantly on this state of path of enlightenment. You are constantly on the state of this path of wanting to better yourself. You're constantly on this state of learning who you truly are. You're constantly on this state of finding the truth out about who we are, why we are here, and all the in between. Because everything that we have been taught is a lie. Everything. It don't matter what you talk about, it's been a lie. Why are we only taught about so far back in humanity? You got to ask yourself that first. And then you got to ask yourself, why are we only taught about certain things? It's because we are only taught what they want us to believe, not what the truth is. So when you go digging for the truth, that's when you find out the truth. And that's when you find out who you are and why you are here. See, because we all come from the same source that has created everything. All of us. We all come from the same source that has created everything. And yes, we all make mistakes along this path, and we have to learn to forgive. But there's a difference in forgiving that person and still wanting that person to have the best in life, but you not going back to experience that level again. You get what I'm saying? So you can forgive somebody and not go back to them. You can forgive somebody and still want them to prosper and not be in a relationship with them. See, because when you hold on to anger, resentment, and hate, all that does is put bad energy in you. All that does is put heavy energy in you. See, I don't know how to explain this. I explained this once before. And the more bad energy we put inside our bodies, the more it weighs us down. So in other words, we are like one of them, these things. Hold on, let me grab that. Okay. This is our bodies, okay? When we are born in this world, this is our body. You see how we are light, we are airy, we are happy, we are joyful, we are all those things, okay? And we come from love, so we have no bad energy in us. But the more time goes on, the more bad energy gets put in us. The more we hold on to hate, the more we hold on to resentment, the more we hold on to bad feelings towards each other, the more we gossip, the more this world teaches you to hate instead of love, the more that you listen to other people instead of your heart, the more you listen, the more you don't listen to your heart, the more that you don't forgive people, the more that you don't, the more you don't forgive people, the more resentment you hold on to, the more anger you hold on to, the more bad feelings you hold on to towards somebody, the more bad energy you stuff down into your body. You see how it's flowing in you like that? Because we are made of energy. So the more that we hold on to things, the more we stuff those old emotions down in us, the more we don't let go of all that hate, resentment, all those old emotions, and not forgiving people. That's what piles inside of us right there. And it weighs our souls down. We are light, energetic beings. So with that being said, the more bad energy you hold on to, the heavier you become. The more you learn about forgiveness and love and compassion, that bad energy starts to leave your body. That bad energy starts to leave your body. And you become that light, energetic being again. So it's all about letting go and letting attachments go that you have, letting go of old emotions that you have, letting go of any hate or resentment that you have, letting go of not forgiving people. The more you hang on to not forgiving people, the more bad energy is stuffed down in you. Our souls are energy. Our souls are energy, and the more we love and have compassion for people and want to help people, and that is your soul becoming lighter. See, many people don't understand that the energy we put in our bodies, the unforgiveness, the hate, the gossiping, the just all that stuff, all those old emotions is bad energy, is toxic energy. And not only can that cause disease within our own bodies, but it can cause a lot of things to happen within ourselves. So the more we release and forgive people, the more we want to help people, the more we want other people to prosper and grow, the lighter your soul becomes. Because when you walk the spiritual path, you understand we are all connected. So why wouldn't you want the next person to prosper and grow? When you truly start helping people from a place of love and compassion, that's when you know you have grown in your soul. When you aren't doing things for people for any other reason besides you having love and compassion for them, that's when you truly know that you have learned and you have grown. Your soul has grown. All right, guys, I just wanted to put this video out to you guys. I will be putting another video out later today, and I hope this resonates with some people out there. And I hope that you can, start letting go some of those old emotions and forgiving people, because the more you hang on to not forgiving people, the more you realize all that is doing is weighing your own soul down. All that bad energy, you're just hanging on to it for no reason whatsoever. It doesn't bother that person that you don't forgive them. It doesn't. That person could care less whether you forgive them or not. So forgive that person and move on. All right, guys, I hope that some of you take what I've said from here and you really start to look into what I talked about in here, like the twin flame journey and the path to enlightenment and things like that. All right, have a good day.